Hi everyone, Katie and I did our wiki assignment on hemophilia. There's two different types of hemophilia, congenital and acquired, and Katie will be discussing acquired a little bit more in detail later in this video. Congenital hemophilia is an inherited X-linked blood disorder in which not enough clotting factor is produced. There's three types, A, B, and C. Hemophilia A is a deficiency in clotting factor 8. Hemophilia B is a deficiency in clotting factor 9. And hemophilia C is an incredibly rare form. Individuals with clotting factor activity of less than 1% of normal are classified as having a severe form of the disease. Clotting factor activity between 1 and 5% of normal is moderate severity, and clotting factor activity between 5 and 40% of normal is a mild form of the disease. During the clotting cascade, enzymes activate various clotting factors, and these clotting factors need to be activated in order to form fibrin. Hemophilia is essentially a mutation in the gene for clotting factor 8 and 9. And essentially what happens with hemophilia is the clotting cascade is able to be initiated, but the ability to form a clot is deficient. The most common clinical presentations are nosebleeds, bleeding into joints, bruising, prolonged bleeding from cuts and injuries, and life-threatening intracranial bleeding. And intracranial bleeding is actually the most common cause of fatality in individuals who suffer from hemophilia.
There are two types of hemophilia. Congenital hemophilia is an X-linked chromosome disease, therefore we see it affecting males more than females. But females are the primary carriers. This is because males only have one X chromosome and females have two. Acquired hemophilia is caused by diseases such as multiple sclerosis and autoimmune disorders. It is, however, possible for women to get it from pregnancy, but it is rare. There are also instances where various drug interactions can also cause acquired hemophilia. In our research, however, we found that it affects individuals of all ages equally. Treatments of hemophilia include vasopressors, coagulation factor concentrates as forms of medication treatments. Other treatments include fibrinolysis inhibitors and getting new clotting factors from rDNA, which is a safe process, but it can be expensive. Physical therapy and exercise was found to be very beneficial as well. Preventative measures, including getting hepatitis A and B vaccines, as well as joint replacement surgeries, are helpful as well. Joint replacement surgeries are used to increase the quality of life of patients, and you'll see why in the next slide. Finally, a conservative treatment involves taking vitamin K supplements. In severe hemophilia, we see spontaneous bleeding, and many times this bleeding is collected in parts of the body that is not great in moving fluid, like joints. When the fluid retention gets problematic, patients can get total joint replacements to increase quality of life. Here's a picture of a patient who had joint damage due to chronic synovitis caused by recurrent bleeding episodes from hemophilia. Here are our references, and happy studying. You got this.